unfortunately, we had some tech. I will bring you this of Dying Light. Game on the hardest difficulty in the game. Not on hard mode, not on normal, not on easy. It's 10 times challenging, but that is only if you start off new, completely new. Like, you don't rank up, you have barely enough stamina, you barely have it. So, what I was thinking is, why not do this again? Because I've done this quite a bit before. I think this is my, third time playing Dying Light on hard edition or hardcore edition, because my original time I completely failed at it. It didn't sound good, didn't do any good or anything. Then I tried it on a different channel. It was very successful, very, 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 very successful. And then, unfortunately, we technically broke up the clan and we just decided to go our separate ways, and such and such. So it's a lot of stuff. And so right now I'm going to be playing some of these missions, and because I can't usually talk all the time, constantly. So I was thinking, you guys could probably talk to some of my friends and stuff like that. Most of that. So yeah, hope that's cool. Try to meet him now.
Are just like playing the game without their friends, because like you're gonna have a hard time like learning about this game.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, Vladimir Putin.
Obviously. By the way, I totally forgot to tell you guys. I'm actually live streaming right now.
What?
Yes, but you can do whatever you want. I really don't care.
Antennas for Rice. Nothing better than being an errand boy.
Oh,
Yeah, just
nice.
do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Oh, and I'm gonna go in like in your live stream.
Alright. Because if you want, go. Beep 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 beep.
Crane.
Report.
Just met Rise. There's no question that's Suleiman. Guy's a psychopath. He's gone from ruthless politician to fucking warlord.
Is he aware of your affiliation with us?
No, he thinks I'm just a guy from the tower.
Alright,
In
well,
fact, he's making me jump through hoops before he'll give me any antizin.
Acknowledged. Continue to do as he asks. Remember, we need that file.
Great. Crane out.
perfect. Alright, welcome to Dying Light, the hardcore edition. Right now, we are on a mission to find the telecommunication.
You ready to do this?
What exactly am I doing?
Radio communication has been pretty spotty in the quarantine. These modulators will help boost the signal, so Rise can communicate with outposts at the far reaches of town.
That's a benefit for everyone, not just Rise.
Perhaps, but the Emperor is...
A message. Hold on, give me a second. I will read your comment as well. Bro Maripa. Oh, how you doing?
Monitor his
Hello.
Hello. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's over here. Oh, I'll die. Just kidding.
Oh my God, like okay, because I hear you twice.
Hear me twice? That means you can hear me twice as better.
Dream, I'm at the first antenna.
If the power's not on, you'll have
Like it means twice the
There'll be a switch in the small building at the antenna space.
twice the distortion.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm gonna
let's
live
see.
stream on Warframe.
Sounds great. Oh dear. Oh my. No, I'm just kidding. That's Left 4 Dead. Unfortunately, that is a great game. I don't. Boo.
I'm shouting because this fucked up infected motherfucker with guts hanging out of his mouth just spit a bunch of toxic snot at me.
Not a bad reason.
What? There we go. There we go.
Quack quack.
Nope, denied, denied. God. Alright. Let's see what you're doing. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, spitting stuff isn't fair. There.
I'm progening it. Hey, who's talking, huh?
Many thousands of people.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Wham, bam.
let's hope they lose.
Want me to right now? No.
I think they lost me. I'm from here on that.
Die.
Oh, yeah, I died.
Oh my god.
What? Did he leave? Did he have to go do something or what?
I have no idea actually.
What? No way. No way.
But
No way. This is gonna sound weird, but my grandpa is watching anime. No way. He's watching Full Metal Alchemist. Hey, that's one heck of a one to start on, I'll give you that.
I know. Boy.
Huh, what should I start on? Should I start on Sword Art Online? No. Should I start on many other options? No, let's start off with Full Metal Alchemist. Then we move
Yeah,
on to
Full
Fairy
Metal
Tale,
Alchemist,
and
yeah.
then I'm like, oh, hold on a second, there's something complicated right here. No way, I actually can't believe he's watching anime. It's like finding out.
Full Alchemist is the best.
It's like finding out Batman's your grandfather. Like,
It's like, wow.
you're like, what's been going on? Or like when they release a new movie, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna make it a sequel since it's very great. And like, you're like, oh, I love that movie. It's a great movie. Oh my god.
Very great movie.
Oh my gosh, if Chase was here, he'd be laughing.
I know.
Like, he'd be like, what?
It's like, what?
Exactly. Oh no, oh no. I have to fly! Furnace aftermath. Oh my goodness! This is not delicious. Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Boy, it says I'm not live streaming, but I actually am. Maybe because on YouTube it says I'm not live streaming.
Oh my gosh.
This is weird. Okay, so now it says, okay, so now it says I'm live streaming. Where's my chat?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Get off me! Get off me, you sick word. Heck, I wonder what other anime my grandpa's gonna watch. Maybe he's gonna watch Dragon Ball Z.
No man, like you're gonna watch that freaking, like you're gonna watch that hentai.
Oh my gosh. I was like, Grandpa, what are you doing? Oh, this is my brand new show. Is that very good?
Yeah. Yeah man, like and after that, like imagine after that, like you tear in like the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Actually, that'd be very horrific. My eyes would get burned out.
Yeah.
I'd be over
like,
here in the bathroom.
For the rest of my life.
Past the bleach. You mean the eyeball bleach?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I need to do the Tide Pod challenge like right now. Like,
Oh my
right now.
god. The Tide Pod challenge. I love eating me some Tide Pods.
All of a sudden, I wonder what happens if you do the Tide Pod challenge with the bleach challenge.
Oh my gosh. Like,
oh, come on, that's not fair. Oh, what? Yeah, that wasn't fair. And then all of a sudden, like I'm live streaming everything. I'm like, this is what happens when you do the Tide Pod challenge with the bleach challenge, and you just start drinking everything. Then all of a sudden, you're like,
all those chickens.
then all of a sudden you're like, here, internet, here's a new challenge. It's called the hanging challenge. See if you can get out of a hanging. It's like all depressing.
Boy.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I just remembered. You know what?
What?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll get in trouble. I just remembered my mom is subscribed to my YouTube channel, so let's hope she doesn't watch this.
Oh god.
You're like, what is this? I'm like, nothing at all.
It's just my video game that I play all the time.
Yeah, that guy talking about stuff. Yeah, that's just, that was just a video game.
It's like the video game is interactive, okay? So this is
I was playing
so
VR.
This is an opponent video game.
Gosh. Slide on that.
Boy, what should I do in this game? I should get a friend.
I don't know. Once I download it, I'll join you. But,
It'll take like a long time.
oh gosh, I almost got murdered. Never mind. There's a bunch of Jareds after me.
Could this happen on me?
I made my mistake. Got nowhere to flop. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, like, I'm gonna try to get this frost climb.
Jared's after me.
I'm done with you, Gerald.
Help! Help! I escaped from Jared's basement. Did Jared die? I don't know if he died, did he? Didn't he get stabbed in jail or something? Freak, I don't care if this is making more noise, I'm killing stuff. Headshot.
They said edge.
Oh, actually, that would be a great one. Edge shot.
Edge shot.
Ah, get away from me, Jared. I'll deal with you later. I gotta turn on this switch and this switch. Then I gotta kick Jared in the face
So
again.
in this game it says, oh man, like this is the best MSR game that has ever made.
Oh my gosh.
Like if somebody says that, I'm gonna choke them to death.
Ah,
You're
come
like-
on. As soon as I got up. Yeah, true.
Shit, you're like, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I gotta, so, okay, this sounds really, like, brutal, like, but okay, I'm gonna let somebody choke on glass and then I'm gonna punch their throat.
That's not that brutal. Huh?
Dude,
No, not you.
it's brutal. Imagine glass going down your throat and then punching you afterwards.
It's not that brutal. I've wrote worse. Like, you know what, story time. My mom knows about this story, so it's fine. At school, you were to write a scary story or whatever, and so most of the other kids' stories were like, "Oh, a wicked witch ate him" or something. You know, something weird like that, right? But mine was worse. 10 times worse. Like really, really, really worse. And like not in the bad way, but in a good way, you know. And so. What happened was, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna write a story or whatever. And it was about a story of this kid who used to get bullied or whatever until these guys pushed him in front of a vehicle during Halloween. And he got hit by a car and he was killed. But that's what everybody thought. He was killed, but not really. You know what I mean? So everybody was making rumors about him, like, oh, he died, you know, we killed him or whatever. When he was missing a part of his, you know, body or whatever, and piece of his face, you know. And throughout this whole thing, he was always wearing some type of costume, you know, throughout his killings. And he hunted down every single bully during the Halloween night of, you know, in the future. And one of them was, there was a dad or whatever, like this bully finally had a family or whatever, and he had, he was, what do you call it? He was sorry about what he did, but he still didn't care because he, you know, he ruined his life, you know, stuff like that. And so what he did was he knocked him out in a way, you know, he was kind of delusional, and he just straight up dragged him down the hallway, holding his head by his hair, and then just dragging him down the stairs as well. And he had thrown him in the bathtub and just straight up threw him in. And he left, and he thought he was gone or whatever. And he just grabbed the toaster and threw it in with him or whatever, and he just...
Oh my...
He kept going or whatever. And so he was to the point to where he was even trying to drown him as well while he was being electrified. You know, that was one of them that had died, and one of them was
Kareem,
some
someone
guy.
already scavenged this thing for parts. There's nothing up here to switch
I
on.
think it was.
Fuck, I was afraid of that.
There was one
Head to the
where
next antenna tower. It's
he
not
shoved his head in a
Just use the zip line and
in an oven or whatever, and he didn't die, and he almost made it to the door, and then at the very end he took his mask off and he got really mad, and so he just hit him over the head and knocked him out, and put a chair in front of the oven, and he threw him in the oven. And when he was waking up, he was, you know, delusional. He didn't know what he was doing. You know, he's like, oh, what the heck happened? And what happened was, he just saw the guy just sitting there in front of the oven on a chair, and he's like, hey, let me out or whatever. And he started kicking the door, and he just chained the oven shut, technically. You know, he chained it shut and locked it, and he turned the oven on and just sat and watched or whatever. The whole thing was, I think it was the last kill was one of the worst ones, where he had what happened was that he had took his candy as well, just because they wanted to take his candy, and he practically got maimed just for it. And at the very end, he had found the last guy, and he oh my gosh, I really don't want to really say it, but he had he put razor blades and nails straight into his skin. Like, he literally put them all straight into his skin, still in, and he was alive during this time. And so he built this gigantic pit hole or whatever in his living room, and this is the killer's living room. And he was just sitting and waiting, and he finally woke up, and you know, the guy wakes up, he's like, ah, what the freak did you do to me? Ah, you know, he's in so much pain, you know, I'm gonna kill you if I get out, you know, because he was the main guy that did it to him, because he was planning on it and all that. And at the very end, the guy just looks at him, and then all he does is just, he grabs the lollipop and just stabs him, and he lights the pit under him on fire, pretty much, and he just sits down and just watches him. I wrote worse. I'm just letting you know. That was like when I was like, what, in 3rd grade? I'm pretty sure.
In 3rd grade.
And the teacher said, do you need help? I'm like, no, not really. You did say to write a scary story, didn't you? And from that day on, I knew I was a kid could write dark and scary stuff like that. You know, it's like finding My Little Pony has a fan fiction about killing somebody. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird like that. You know? And I think after school, after the teacher was done grading, I went into the computer where I was working at, and I deleted the story because it was way too violent for people to even read. And
Right.
that was just like what 3 kills. I had like what 6 people killed, and like one of them was like, you know, I already told you the guy that got thrown into the bathtub and drowned as well. Then there was a guy who was drugged down the street with, you know, with rocks and all that, you know, on his truck. You know, and he was still alive during that with no clothes or anything. He was just drugged down the street until he finally hit a mailbox and he flung off and died. You know, stuff like that. I wrote a bunch of stuff like that. And it was bad. It was really bad. So, you know, I just deleted the story and I was thinking about remaking it and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten the time to do it, you know. So, how brutal was that compared to what your idea was?
It was more than I expected.
Yes,
I didn't know it was gonna be like, oh, like you freaking, like you drown him and put a toaster in it.
No, he was being electrified and he was trying to drown him at the same time. I'm just letting you know now. That's...
Dude, that's hard.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm just letting you know
Dude,
now.
like if you were to be put in like a bathtub and you were trying to drown you while you're being electrocuted, like you'll die actually.
Well, he was wearing rubber gloves. That was the thing, because the electricity can't go through rubber. You know what I mean? So like during this time, he was trying to do stuff like that. You know. Mostly my idea was it was a mix between the guy, Michael Myers, and what do you call it? It was a mix between Michael Myers, Jason, and a little bit of strangers. If you don't know who those people are, they're like the people that break in your house or whatever, stuff like that. It was just interesting for me to write it. But I haven't wrote the remastered edition in years. Like, I don't even know when I'll get to it, especially. But yeah, that's my story. And that was just some of the deaths, at least. You know, guy drugged down the street, guy drowning somebody, guy got stabbed to death, guy got shoved in the oven, burned to death as well. You know, stuff like that. Do you have any other brutal deaths you would like to share that I can completely shut down?
Nope.
Exactly.
Dude, I might not be able to go back to sleep.
Exactly.
So if I never come back, you know, like probably no way. But
To be like, oh, Penguin did it to him, I knew it.
so it's like, oh, my friend Penguin, he freaking, like, you told me these terrible stuff, so now I'm gonna die.
But yeah, that was one of them.
I'm experimenting with my live stream right now, so like if you see something, it's completely normal. So
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's kind of your normal live stream's over.
what?
Your normal live stream is now over. I'm just letting you know now. You're like, oh yeah, let's play a video game with my friends, and I'm over here like, the darkness will follow you no matter what kind of fate you behold.
Yeah.
Like, the darkness of deep and despairing sorrow will always follow the light of evil and darkness. And you're like,
Oh my god, like you sound like, oh my god, you sound like Vladimir.
You're like,
Who wants to know?
who wants to play some Minecraft?
Lead a small group of survivors over in Sector 0. We call ourselves the Ember.
Like y'all must maybe choke my drink.
Exactly.
You're
That's
about
the
to kill me right
point.
Job's done. Now it's time to get
That's
back
the
to work and
point.
Get that answers in.
now. Yeah, like well, you're freaking drinking your drink. I was
my
gonna kill
gosh.
you.
That reminded me that you almost choked on your coke. That reminded me. That was one of the kills in my stories. One of the guys woke up, found a funnel. Most of these were knockouts, really. He was forced to have a what do you call it? A clip on his nose or whatever, so he couldn't breathe from his nose. But there was a huge funnel coming out of his mouth, and the guy just shoved a bunch of poison, like bleach and like detergent and soap and a bunch of stuff like that, a bunch of toxic stuff, and he practically choked on a bunch of it.
But you made it back in one piece.
I'm sick right now.
Get some answers in now.
You're like, I don't even want to drink soda anymore. What did you do
I
to
know.
it?
Yeah, man, now you're gonna come into my house and be like gonna choke on it. No, I don't want to drink any water. No, wait. Well, I don't even want to drink my water anyways.
You're like, is this cyanide? Is this vinegar? Is it bleach? Oh my gosh.
Dr. Donald Duck.
Alright, fine.
Like, while I said that, like, my character just like moved around like he freaking me freaked out. He's like, what?
Then all of a sudden, you're over here asleep. You're asleep in your bed, and you hear, doo-doo. What was that? Then all of a sudden, I'm peeking out of your closet, and I'm like, go to sleep. You're like, you're just terrified to where you're like.
Alright, so, like, if you don't know, this dude's name is Penguin Flippers.
And then all of a sudden you're like,
oh god, imagine the dude says,
oh no way. Hold on, guys. Alright, what were you gonna say? I got kicked out.
just left for no exact reason.
I know, I got kicked out of my game too, but you know, the thing is still going. Alright, so you said something about like, and then I got kicked. So, what was it?
What did I say? Hold on, I'm gonna look back.
You were like, oh, and then you were gonna be like, and then you just stopped.
Ah, my friend. Rice likes you, I can tell.
Yeah, how?
Because you are still among the living. The task at hand is as easy as can be. You simply have to make a few pickups from some nearby settlement.
Which ones?
The first is Jafar's wheel station. It's just east of here.
Like, that was so
Bear in
bad.
mind, not everyone you talk to today
So I'm
will
like,
be in a
wait, what?
cooperative state of mind.
The hell?
I'm sure you can be convincing, though, no?
The hell? Hey man, what the hell is going on here? Hey man, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on?
Oh, and then all of a sudden you're like, you're on your live stream and you're like, alright guys, remember this guy's called Penguin Flippers, and I live at so and so and so, and if I stop live streaming, please call the cops.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
please.
yeah, like if somebody comes out of my window and I call the freaking ambulance and they don't come, please call the ambulance for me.
If I just go silent,
But if they don't come, then that's a huge problem.
just all of a sudden you're like if anybody finds this video on YouTube, please try to find me. And then all of a sudden I'm like, shut it. Like, shut it off now.
Shut this damn live stream.
Oh.
Go shoot. The hell was that?
To dead man.
To dead man.
And then all of a sudden
Sorry,
I'm
that
like,
was really cringy. Hold on, what the heck is a live control room, huh? What the heck is a live control room? Hey man, what the hell is this? What the hell is this?
your destiny.
What the hell is this? Hey, what the hell is this? Man, what the hell is this? What the hell is this?
I don't know.
Like, it sounds like one of the introductions in the superhero movies. Oh, please help me.
This one's pretty dirty. He's forcing me to collect the money he's extorting from a nearby village.
Here, young
Just do
child.
as he asks and stay close to
I
him.
will break you in
Remember
your
one
sleep.
mistake.
I will murder your
Yeah,
family,
crane out.
murder your entire life in centuries.
Dude, like, my Warframe looks cool.
Okay.
I have like a katana blade or something, and it's like on my hip. It's just cool. Yeah, dude, like I have this cape, and then the bottom it looks like I got like frozen or something. Look, yeah, that's the cool. Oh my god.
After this mission, I'll probably end the live stream. I know they're not that long, but it's mostly because we're just having fun.
Took you long enough?
Yeah, man, we're just having fun. Like, this is even like a gameplay freaking like.
This isn't even a Let's Play anymore. This is
a podcast.
Just all of a sudden you're like, this isn't even a Let's Play or walkthrough anymore. This is an evidence. My live stream is now evidence to murders you committed. Just like a bunch of scary things. You're like, then all of a sudden a week later, I get
stats for nerds.
Then all of a sudden I get taken in. You're like,
My name is.
and they're like, what did you do to those kids? I didn't do anything.
You won't get any more attitude.
Or it could be worse,
Kareem,
like
it's
you're
me.
behind the glass or whatever, and I know it, and I'm like, you'll never find him.
And it worked, didn't it?
And my next victim is right there, and I point exactly like right where you are behind the non-see-through glass.
Always meets
You're like, ah!
I'm errands for Rise.
And then all of a sudden it turns out
Wields a lot
that's
of
just a
power,
mirror. Oh,
scares a
my
lot
bad.
of people.
They turn around right there, and it's just see-through glass. Ah!
Oh my god. It's
Just
like,
like complete
you're looking
failure.
at that fat kid in the mirror all the time.
Can't out here, bro.
That's you.
I know. I understand.
And you got like a mic, like you just.
Here's hoping you can make it back to the
This is not even a gameplay freaking live stream. I don't know what's going on.
This is evidence.
Man, like, are you still live streaming?
Yeah, I'm still live streaming. I'm still doing missions and
Like, bro, like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
stuff. You're just too caught up listening into my stories.
Yes, man.
And that's
But
not
like,
even,
nobody's even in my live stream.
that's not even all my stories. I have tons of them. Like,
Man, why did Chasey go offline? I don't freaking. What?
I don't know. Maybe he'll come back or something. Like maybe he had to go play Call of Duty with his dad or something.
So why did he get off?
I don't know. Maybe he's playing on a PS3 or something. I don't know.
He played 49 games in total. But I'm poor, so I don't have that much games. Like, oh yeah, I did get a platinum trophy, huh?
I have 2. I'm about to get 3.
Oh dang, like I only have 1.
What?
No, well, I mean, like I only have 1 platinum trophy.
Oh man, I got hit.
It's on like Universe 2.
Out of all of my games I've ever played in my entire life, I've gotten at least I think 1, 2, at least 3 of them by now.
I
Because
have like 16 platinum trophies, so.
bruh. And then I got one for Prototype 2, and then I got one for Infamous Second Son. Go on the other side. And then I got one for the other one. Oh, Dying Light.
Okay, so let me see my brother's trophies.
And then all of them are the same games you've been playing, except they all have platinum trophies. You're like, what the heck?
So, see, what the heck? He has like 68% on like Friday the 13th game.
Really, 16%? I'll give you that.
Okay, so I have 2 brothers, right? And they all share,
Big brother, little
the same
brother,
account.
or what?
like, so, like, I don't have a little, like, sibling, so I'm just, like, the only one.
Oh, so you're the little brother then.
Yes, I am the little brother.
Alright.
So my brother, right, he got a platinum trophy on, like, Batman, the Telltale, like, series.
Really? It's not that very good of a game.
You
I'll
see,
give you
he
that.
got a platinum trophy on Battlefield 1.
A Battlefield 1, he got a platinum.
Yes.
No way. I'll give you that. That is fantastic.
He got a platinum trophy on Uncharted 4.
Oh, well, that's kind of easy. Okay, go on.
He got a platinum trophy on Uncharted 3
Okay.
and 1 on the
Okay.
PS4.
Oh, not bad. It's pretty good.
And he got a platinum trophy on Titanfall 2. Dude, like, dude.
Wow.
Okay, on Titanfall 2, I had 70% because all I needed to do was just like complete the campaign on Master Mode.
Oh, you know what? My bad. I actually did have, I think it was 2 more other platinum trophies I forgot about. I
No,
had
I
one
didn't see
for the
anybody, just
PS3,
fucking zombies.
and it was Black Ops, which was the original one, the first one, with Mason, grab the harpoon. Alright, Reznov. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I also got a platinum for Black Ops 2 as well.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
My brother got a platinum trophy on Watch Dogs 2.
Oh wow, that's well actually. If it was Watch Dogs 1, that would be very impressive. I'll give you that. But Watch Dogs 2, you need a lot of time and exploration. You know what I mean?
You got one from Tales from the Borderlands.
It's not bad. But bro,
What?
if you want a seriously hard trophy to get, if you were to play Dying Light and try to get I think it was Text Finder or Texted or whatever it's called. It's you have to find every single text collectible in Dying Light. Like you have to find the books, the notes, and everything. And they're not in just like Haran or whatever constantly. No, they're like at the antenna. They're at, you know, the slums. They're in the city. They're in the sewers. They're everywhere. Like you have to go find those, and then you got to go find the books as well. You know, stuff like that. And that was hard. Like, I barely found half of them on my own. Then the rest of them, I had to find, like, a walkthrough on it. You know what I mean? So, like, that was hard just by itself.
Let's see. He has a platinum trophy on Infamous, like, Second Son.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
And he also has one for, for I think Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
See, like he has more than that actually. He has more.
They have
Okay, let me see the PS3 ones.
Oh. Well, I was close to getting Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions on freaking PS3. I was so close to that until I got hacked.
Oh dang.
Yeah, hold on.
Check for the mud cars. They can save your life.
Yo, I'm back.
Oh, what's up? Dude,
Yeah.
dude.
What's up?
Okay, so my brother, he got a platinum trophy on PlayStation All Star Battle Royale.
Oh, dude, that's a great game. I wanted it, but couldn't get it.
He also got a platinum trophy oh, he had 90% on the regular Infamous game.
Oh, wow. Cool. I was close to that, then it got hacked.
Let's see. He got 82% on Batman. He got 82% on Batman Arkham Asylum.
I can't remember playing Batman Arkham Asylum. I have
Dude.
it, but couldn't remember I played it all that much.
Dude, like he's about to get a platinum trophy on shoot, what's the game called? He's about to get a platinum trophy on like Heavy Rain.
I never played Heavy Rain, but that'd be cool.
Oh, we got a platinum trophy on like Assassin's Creed 2.
Assassin's Creed 2. I never played it, but seems like a fun game. A bunch of people like that one though. I think everybody thinks that's their favorite though.
Yeah, the platinum trophy on. Oh, okay, dude. Like you know the game called Sly?
Oh, Sly Cooper. Which one?
Yeah, like he got platinum trophy on the first game.
Sly Cooper.
And he also got one. I think he has a. Yeah. He also has a platinum trophy on the second game too.
Oh, Band of Thieves.
Yeah. Like we actually should like have it on the PS2.
I have it on the PS3. Like I used to have Sly Cooper Honor Among Thieves, and I beat it after years and years of me trying to pass it. You know, that was easy once I did that, and then finally at the very end, I passed. What was it? I think it was Sly Cooper, Thieves Among Time, or Thieves of Time, or something like that. And that was fun, but it was difficult to a certain point. And that's about it.
Alright, dude, then, like, you know this game called, like, Diablo 3?
Diablo 3. You know what? I've heard of people playing it, but it was never something I want to play.
There's a whole horde of
But
infected in there.
yeah, I've
So, clear the
heard of
out.
it.
We get paid for protection.
Okay, because I have, like, 32% on the game, but it's long.
Isn't it like a
Get that
RPG
gate
or something?
closed before one of those fuckers
Yes,
gets
it's RPG.
Ah, yeah, see, I knew it.
Oh yeah, so like, do you know the game called Yakuza 0?
No.
How about Persona 5?
Persona 5. Yeah, I think I heard of it. Why?
Because my sister actually, like, she, like, has it and knows about to be the game of the year.
Huh, cool.
Alright, so on Just Cause 3, I have like 41%. And I bought this.
Cool. Oh, the Sky Fortress? Cool. Here, let me just do some of these. I think it was, Fallout 4, I have 37%. But I gotta double check that, because some of these aren't really accurate. I don't know if this is kind of everybody's thing, but when I get trophies, they're not accurate at all. They're like, I don't know, like, they'll back out on numbers. Like, on Fallout 4, when I said it was 37, right now it's at 48 when I click on it. Knack, I am 12%. Grand Kingdom, I'm at 12%. Devil May Cry, I'm at 34%. Dead Island, oh, cool. Oh, well. On Dead Island Definitive Edition, I have 95% when it says 83. Psychopaths, I haven't really played it. Let It Die, I have 23%. Darksiders 2, I have 57%. Paladins, I have 27%. It's yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's bootleg Overwatch really, or poor man's Overwatch, but it's still pretty fun though. It's difficult, but it's fun. Uh, nine. Fernando. 9% on Uncanny Valley. DSX, I'm at 11%. Dying Light, I have a platinum. Killing Floor, I'm at 66%. Oh, my bad, 67. I'm at 67, and the post-launch content, I'm at 83%. So, like, I'm almost done with that. Pretty good. Cool. Minecraft, I'm at 38%. Dead Rising 2, I'm at 51%. Hitman, I'm at 23%. I don't have full Hitman, so if anybody asks to play Hitman, I don't have it. Okay. Bound, I'm at 4%. You know, this game is all about ballerinas and dancing and all that, and I'm only at 4%, and there's a ton of trophies. Most of them are hidden. Outlast, I wanted to get a platinum on this, but they don't have a platinum. Like, all there is I would have to, collect 15 documents and complete 15 recordings. Collect all documents and complete all recordings. Finish the game on insane mode. And you don't even get a platinum for that. And the whistleblower, or whatever. I didn't even get that one. That was just no. And PvZ Garden Warfare 2 is 8%. Let's see what else. Assassin's Creed Unity is 54%. Worms Battleground 1%. Fortnite 0%. Uh, Metal Gear Solid 5. I didn't really play that. I got stuck. 3%. What? I think it was 6. I've had 6. Why? Uh huh. Isn't it like Silent Hill or whatever? Something like that. Yeah. See what else? Amnesia, the collection at 0%. I got stuck. Rainbow Six Siege, I'm at 20%, even though I don't even have the game. See what else? Just Cause 3, I'm at 56. What were you at again? Just the game. Oh, well, I'm just one above. Alright, let's see. 7 Days to Die, 6%, I don't even have the game. Dishonored 2, 23%. Planet Side 2, I just got this because I was bored. 5%. I got bored because I didn't know what I was doing. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, I was at 42%. How come I didn't even get all the trophies for this? Oh yeah, because there's no platinum. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 trophies in the entire game. Wow, that's just terrible. Mortal Kombat XL, I got 40%. Let's see. Friday the 13th of the game, I got 7%. I don't even have the game. Black Ops 3, I got 30%. Matter of fact, actually, that's a whole lot more than Black Ops 3 when I had it on the PS3. Let's see. Rocket League. Matter of fact, Taco ruined my money. The game cost $40 when I bought it. 14%. Bro, he said, "Oh, get this game, it's fun. Get this game, it's fun. Get this game, it's fun." I played it for 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm getting bored. I'm like, this is terrible. 14%. Yeah. Until Dawn, I'm at 8%. That's way too hard of a game to finish. Dude, have you ever played Until Dawn? Oh my god. Dude, it's so difficult. Even if it's just like a move and then point and click game, kind of in a way, in decision making, there's different endings. Like you can end up like one person alive, 2 people alive. There's different hidden trophies for all of those. And especially, you can make everybody stay alive. But I played it twice, and I always got everybody else killed. Like, I didn't have that very good decision choices and quick time events and stuff like that. Doom. I have 42% on Doom. I'm surprised I didn't even get platinum. Marvel Heroes Omega, aka Shutdown Server, 21%. Battlefield 4, 20%. Infamous Second Son, 100%. Little Big Planet 3, 13%. Prototype, the first one, 18%. Batman Arkham Knight, 61%. Stories of the Path on whatever, 51%. Saints Row Get Out of Hell, 19%. Resident Evil, 1%. And Ultratron, 4%. That's about it. Yeah, dude, dude, that was my game back in the day.
I like the Get Out of Hell game.
That one? Do I like that one?
Yeah.
Not really that much. It's just
because like my brother, he says like he hated that game, but I think he was close to getting the platinum trophy on it.
Well,
So oh, wait, like, can you even get a platinum trophy on that?
Yeah, you have to collect all the clusters or whatever. It's not really that good.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see. I think it was
No, like, he was 55%.
55%. I was not even that close.
So like, what was the hardest trophy on Saints Row?
What are the trophies on Saints Row?
No. Okay, so like in your opinion, like, what is the hardest trophy on Saints Row?
The hardest one is you have to collect every single cluster in the world, which is like thousands. I think there's like about 10,000 of them you have to collect, maybe more.
Oh God.
Then you have to choose a different ending every time. There's like 12 endings. So you gotta play the game. Oh, you
found 100 soul like clusters.
Yeah.
Wait, what? He has found 100 of all soul like clusters.
Okay. And you have to beat all the bosses. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that you have to finish a bunch of side missions. Then you have to be somebody for an hour and a half. Or
no,
2
wait,
hours.
like he did beat the game, like don't like what is called like certain countries.
Oh.
I think he beat that game like 1 day or something. Nope.
A fresh kill is when you hit it's like when you skim somebody like really hard. You know what I mean? It's like if you have like a battle axe, right? And you just barely swipe them and it cuts their face, but they're still walking a bit. That would be a fresh kill. A blunt kill would be like if you hit someone in the side of the head and they went down but they got up. You know what I mean? That's a blunt kill, I guess.
You've taken enough. You can't have any more.
Dude, like, I'm gonna end this live stream. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can't just push us around like this. Furkin gonna kick your ass. Do it, Furkin. Kick his ass.
For God's sake. Look, I don't want
yeah, so,
That is entirely...
You can't...
Give? Ugh. I'll leave you to.
Okay,
right.
so like, this is one warframe in this game.
Hmm.